Morning, Steve. It's electrical day today. So I have existing lights that I wired in a few years ago, but I'm thinking I need some more on this end because when the door is down, it's pretty dark over here, and I couldn't put really any other lighting here because of when the door comes up. So we're maxed out at this end, and then I'll just get those pivot style LED lights. So perfect. So what we're going to do here is we're going to put two electrical boxes on this end, and then we're going to put one over the bench. So what we did here is we got our vapor barrier covers, and then I opened up the electrical box. So what you got to do here is you're going to put you got to open up your box for your wiring. So you got to figure out your wires coming in and out on one side and then out on the other side for if you're going to connect more than one light and bring power in. So we did that. We figured that out. I put the box up, and I put the vapor barrier cover around, because when you're insulating in your garage, you don't put vapor barrier covers around the electrical boxes. It's just an area for cold air to come in and cause moisture. So we're going to put this electrical box on, and we'll move on to the next. Oh yeah, so when you're doing these electrical boxes, they've got these tabs on the side, and I'll show you here another electrical box. There's tabs on the end. So it makes it kind of foolproof. So what you do is you actually take the box, and it doesn't matter, 2x6, 2x4, 2x8, and you put these tabs, if you can see, put these tabs right against the 2x4 or whatever you got, and that is kind of where you bottom it out. So when you put the sheeting on, it gives you the clearance that the box is not too far into the ceiling or too far down. So that's why these tabs are there, if you're wondering why. And then what I meant about power in, power out, there's these little tabs that are kind of spot welded on. You can just break them loose with a screwdriver and then figure out where the power is coming in, coming out. And then if you want to take another hot side and go to another light, you can do that. So that's what that's all about. So yeah, moving on to the next electrical box install. Okay, so I'm feed the wire in. There is an actual tie down inside. You loosen it up so you can feed your wire in, and then I'm going to bring it down roughly 6 inches or better. And that's better than 6 inches. And now I'm going to take this wire, I'm going to clip it along the frame or along the roof joist, and I'm going to go to the next electrical box. Okay, so I got my vapor barrier cover on the box. I've got it all lined with my tabs, and we're good to go. Now I'm just going to screw it in place. So one screw in. Make sure your tabs are up against the 2x4, and they are. One more screw. That's it. So now we're set. We got the two boxes in, vapor barrier covers on, and we're good for cold weather. And we're about the end of March now, and we're about got some cold weather, but now we're about what, +1, +2 today.
It's a high.
High. Today is probably -8, and you can probably see my breath in the video. It's cool in here, but we do have a heater, and we cycle it on and off to keep warm. So yeah, that's it. Now we're going to move on to over the workbench and put one light in over there, electrical box, and then we'll start doing some wiring. Perfect. All right, so now I'm feeding back to this electrical box. And again, we have an opening for our wire to come in. It's going to make a slit in the vapor barrier box so we can get in there with our wire. Then I'm going to feed the wire in. And I'm going to bring it down. I'm going to give it generous length so we have something to work with when we're wiring in the lights. First clip in, what I like to do is I like to put a loop in the wire, not a tight loop, just a gradual loop. To the other side, put a couple clips in. I put another loop in, again, or any type of leakage or water coming in through the ceiling. It won't travel up the line and go into the electrical box and short it out. So I spaced out my clips. I'm going to put one more clip in here on this side, and that's it. There's our loop. Enough wire sticking out. Split the shielding on the cable and open it up and get it ready for the light. So you can access the hole, feed the wire in, bring it down, and we're looking about 6 inches or better of wire hanging out. We'll go like that. I've done my loop again. And remember, 8 to 12 inches off the box for your staple.
So this is the third one over the workbench. Looking good. Had a bit of trouble with it because of the door is in the way. The door frame is in the way, but we got it in place. We're going to bring out, and we've marinated it together. And so we got it coming in and going out. It keeps the line going, so it keeps the power continuous when it goes. And if it's not like that, if there's a possibility you could have an intermittent break if the bulb goes or something else. So this helps to keep the power flowing through the box and allowing you to connect to your, in this case, light switch or your light itself. So it's going to allow us to do that. So it keeps the power going.
Example A is an example of an in-series line where if you have one bulb out, then the next one down the line will not work. If you do have the example B, which is a parallel line, it will bring, no matter what happens, the main bulb in that socket will not go out if another one goes out in that line. This is an example of the way the loops are done just above the electrical switches. To note, we are not electricians, and you should always contact an electrician before working on anything.
If you enjoyed our video, please like and subscribe.